What's up, guys? Big Mike. I'm gonna do an analysis on Bitcoin. My This is my longer term chart that I've been tracking with some more wave counts. Back here, I have wave one starting in 2020. We won to right where we're at right about now, 41,800. Wave two came back down, 3, 4, and 5 to make the first all-time high back in April of 2021 at about 65K. And it looks like we did an ending diagonal and broke down into a large ABC, which turned into an ABCDE triangle. We bounced off the E wave, hit wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, formed a bit of an irregular top, and that's when the fifth wave doesn't complete and make the high the same high as the C wave. So what happens is this would be an A, B, C up. I'm counting it on this side of the larger move. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, 1, 2, 3. B, 1, 2, 3. C. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C. So that makes the irregular top, or this could be 5 right here. It's just this dip right here is, is making me think this is an irregular top and not a fifth blow off top. So I would say maybe the fifth is right here around 66K. We irregular top, finished the ABC, and a lower time frame ABC here. And another reason why I think that is because of how brutal we dumped. An irregular top reversal off of a bearish ABC up would make sense with a massive dump like this. After that, we ABC down. This is some more ABC. There's WXYZ in here somewhere. I probably didn't count it, but somewhere in here to connect all these ABCs. And, we entered into this falling parallel channel. And the falling channel, there's also another parallel line here on the top marked off in white that connects this point, and this point. So there's a couple of different levels of resistance. So after the December dump, retesting the lows of this larger parallel channel, Bitcoin has been correcting pretty much sideways. ABCDE up, ABC down, ABC up. And finally, I'm saying we're in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now, and we're finishing wave 2. And the reason why I'm saying that is, let me show you the breakout here of this falling channel and this down sloping trend line. Let's get a bit of coffee there. It's significant because we broke this channel pretty strong, tested it, and then popped up and broke this trend line. So it looks impulsive to me. And we did it with the RSI, the stock RSI breaking up and staying overbought, and the RSI flipped above the yellow trend line. And usually when the RSI flips above the yellow trend line and bounces as support, it means we're in somewhat of a bull market. Of course, we broke back down below it now, but I'm thinking that we broke down below it on the ABC, and we got caught right here, right before getting into oversold. I don't think we're gonna get into oversold. I think we're gonna bounce here on the C wave. If we bounce here on the C wave, notice the yellow trend line is the yellow RSI trend line is right in the midpoint. So this would be a good spot for the yellow RSI to hold as support. That would allow, if we enter a wave 3, that would allow Bitcoin to get the Momo to break above the yellow, and then the yellow might lag the RSI and kind of stay flat, and Bitcoin will be back in a bull market above the yellow. The stock RSI is down as well and oversold, so a push off the daily could break this thing back into a bull market. So I'm thinking we ABC'd off of a wave 1. And we're right at about the 786, a little bit lower. So that's a good spot for the 2 on a retracement. Now, I'm aware that there's a possibility that this is the wave A. And sorry about those. That's my group sending notifications and chatting right now. I just got it up. And so just ignore it. Now, I'm aware that this is possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A, and we're in a zigzag. We're going to B wave up here to 44, maybe not that high, maybe break above 42, becomes resistance. 43, 44, that's the B. And then we C wave down, retesting 37,300 as support. And then we make our C wave. And then this would be an X. This would be a W, X, and we would do a Y right here to connect and it would be a triple correction. ABC, ABC up, X, W over here, X, ABC down, Y. Now would be a triple correction. It looks like flat, zigzag. Zigzag is 5 waves down on the A, 3 waves up on the B, 5 waves down on the C. A flat is 3 waves down on the A, 3 waves up on the B, 5 on the C. So if this is a zigzag, in the case of a zigzag, most of the damage is done on the A wave. The B wave will be kind of shallow and lackluster, and then the C wave will either make a double bottom or barely overshoot. So we did hit 38,600 roughly, 38,500. So coming down to 37,000, it's only 1,500 points difference on BTC. That would also make a C wave. In that case, the RSI would probably come up here, test the yellow trend line as resistance, and then drop back down. But for now, I'm going to assume, and I'll show you another reason why, that this is it. We're done, and we're going to start heading into a wave 3, and we're not doing another more complex correction. ABC here. Zoom out to the weekly. So weekly RSI is, the yellow RSI trend line is right below midpoint. The RSI purple line, which is the buying and the selling, the yellow is the movements of the candles. So it's right on it, and we broke above it, and now it's bouncing right on it. So this would be a good spot for the bulls to step in. They can use the trend, and the weekly is technically in a bull market. Look, break above here, bull market. What happens when we break above? Bitcoin goes from 29K to 52K. Come back, test it. Bitcoin tests this level we're at right now, 41, 42, drops below it, reclaims it, drops below it, reclaims it in a wick. Bounce off the yellow line, stay going towards overbought. Bitcoin makes an all-time high for the irregular top at 69K. Bitcoin loses it. Bitcoin nukes all the way back down to the bottom. Now we're in a bear market. We're below the yellow trend line on the weekly. And finally, right here, Bitcoin broke up when we hit 37K. And these are ugly candles. I mean, we're talking hangman, or tweezer top. I don't do that much candle analysis, but they look like hangman to me, or bear hammers. But we're still in this bull market. And now that we're bouncing here, we can get the Momo on wave 2, bounce here, stay in a bull market, and go back up. And if that's the case, this is what it would look like. We would have on the daily a wave 1, a wave 2, 3, a 4, and then a 5 up here somewhere. And it would be on the minute time frame, because I think it's going to happen over the course of about a month or month and a half, maybe 2 months. We would have to use the fib extension, so it would look like this. The 618 is a good spot for wave 3, but I think we'll probably hit this cluster here. A lot of support and resistance, as well over here at the midpoint. Big support and resistance, support, 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 all the way over here. Support, support fails, resistance, resistance, resistance fails, support, support fails, resistance, resistance. Back down here to major support in the bottom. Now we're likely heading back up. We'll probably overshoot the 618 a bit, hit this cluster, come back down somewhere over here, make this into support again for a little while. It's something like this, up, down, up, drop it, lose it, drop it, lose it, and then go. And that would be wave 5 could either hit the 2618, which is a typical wave 5, and that wouldn't be a new all-time high. And then I would say we have to reanalyze. Probably we're going to drop back down to the midpoint. If we do hit the all-time high, we're still probably going to drop back down, but you know, it would be very nice to see it break up to an all-time high, a new all-time high. Below it, that would make me think more downside again, and we're not in a longer term bull market just yet. Maybe we're starting a higher time frame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the monthly, and this will end up being a wave 1. But I can't tell that yet. But that's it. You know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we ABC'd over here. I'm aware this could actually be the A down. We could be up to 43, 44, and C down to 37. And I'm letting everybody know that that's a strong possibility as well. Then this would not be an impulse. This would be an X. Over here would be a W, and then a Y would end up over here somewhere. And then we would start to 5 up. But for now, I'm going to roll with, I think that we ABC'd, and that's it. And we're going to march higher soon. If not, like I said, A waves in, B up, C waves going to 37. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, and if you want any information on my group, you could DM me in TradingView. You can DM me on Twitter at Big Mike 7335. I think my handle. Let me check. Yeah, I'm at Michael_EW Pro. You can DM me there, or you can DM me on TradingView. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can send me an email to Mike Jr. at MikeJRINC@yahoo.com. So Mike Jr. Inc. at yahoo.com. It's free to join the group, and I'm always in there analyzing. Thanks for watching, guys.